Good evening, gentlemen. This is Dr. Olivia Harper, and welcome to Senior Men's Health, where we talk about restoring the strength, energy, and confidence you thought time had taken away. I want to share a moment that has stayed with me. A few months ago, I was sitting in my office when a new patient walked in, a 73-year-old man with kind eyes, a strong posture, but a quiet defeat written all over his face. He lowered himself into the chair, exhaled slowly, and said, "Doctor, I feel like I'm fading. My energy's gone. I'm tired all the time. And if I'm honest, it's been years since I've woken up feeling like a man." Then he paused, the kind of pause that carries the weight of both embarrassment and hope, and asked, "Is this just my age?" Now, if you're watching this, maybe that question feels familiar. Maybe you've wondered the same thing. And what I told him that day is what I tell every man who sits across from me with that look of quiet frustration. No, it is not just your age. It's a signal, a clear, measurable signal from your body that a few vital systems have gone quiet. They're not broken, they're simply running on empty. So I didn't hand him a prescription. I didn't talk about expensive hormone shots or complicated treatments. I gave him something far simpler, a 30-second morning ritual that any man can do. One small change to his glass of water, and when he came back a month later, the transformation was visible before he even spoke. His posture was upright, his face brighter, his voice stronger. He smiled and said, "Doc, I just added what you told me to my water, and I can't explain it, but my mornings are back. I feel alive again." That's not magic. That's science done right. It's about giving your body what it needs to do its job, naturally. So tonight we're going to talk about the exact vitamins most men over 60 are missing, and how to use them to reignite your energy, your circulation, and yes, your morning vitality. Before we get into the specific nutrients, let's talk about why this happens. You see, a morning erection, or nocturnal penile tumescence, as we call it in medicine, is not primarily about desire. It's about function. It's your body's built-in diagnostic test for vascular and nervous system health. During deep restorative sleep, your body switches gears. Your stress response shuts down. Your blood vessels relax. Your nervous system sends a wave of calm through your arteries, letting them open fully and flood every cell with oxygen-rich blood. That nightly process, that automatic system check, keeps your blood vessels flexible, your muscles oxygenated, and your circulation healthy. It's like your body's maintenance cycle, happening while you rest. When those nightly events fade away, it's not because you've lost your drive. It's your body's way of saying something deeper isn't functioning the way it used to. For many men, that something deeper comes down to two main issues. First, silent inflammation and oxidative stress. Second, nutrient deficiency that starves your cells of the materials they need to rebuild and repair. Let's start with inflammation and oxidative stress. This is the quiet saboteur, the kind of damage that happens day after day without pain or warning. It comes from processed food, poor sleep, pollution, and a sedentary life. Over time, those little insults scar your arteries, making them stiff, less responsive, and unable to deliver the surge of blood required for an erection. Your body loses its natural ability to create nitric oxide, the very molecule that tells your blood vessels to relax and expand. Without it, you can't get or maintain healthy blood flow. The second issue is what I call cellular emptiness. As we age, even if we eat well, our gut becomes less efficient at absorbing nutrients. It's like trying to fill a bucket full of tiny holes. You can keep pouring in the fuel, but the essential micronutrients never reach the cells that need them most. That's why your body can feel drained, your nerves sluggish, and your vascular system underpowered, even if your diet looks okay on paper. So what do? We give the body its missing tools, the vitamins that rebuild, recharge, and repair from the inside out. And we start with one that's hiding in plain sight, vitamin C. Now, most people think of vitamin C as the cold and flu vitamin, something you take when you feel a sniffle coming on. But in reality, vitamin C is one of the most essential molecules for male vitality and longevity. Here's why. Every day, your body is under attack by free radicals, unstable molecules that damage cells, proteins, and DNA. It's like rust forming on metal. Over time, that oxidative stress hardens your arteries, reduces flexibility, and slowly destroys your nitric oxide response. Vitamin C acts as your body's natural rust remover, a cellular shield that neutralizes those free radicals before they do harm. But here's what most men don't realize. Vitamin C is also a builder. It's required to make collagen, the protein that forms the flexible structure of your skin, your tendons, and yes, your blood vessels. Imagine your arteries as rubber tubes that need to stretch and contract with every heartbeat. Without enough collagen, those tubes become brittle, more like plastic than rubber, and they can't expand properly when blood flow surges. That stiffness directly affects your performance. Your body cannot produce collagen without vitamin C, period. It's like trying to build a bridge without steel. And because vitamin C is water soluble, your body doesn't store it. You have to supply it every single day. So when you add vitamin C to your morning water, you're not just boosting your immune system. You're reconditioning your arteries. You're restoring their elasticity, protecting your cells from oxidative stress, and setting the stage for better blood flow throughout the day and night. This is why I call it your vascular armor. Every sip you take in the morning strengthens your foundation for energy, stamina, and vitality. Now, let's talk about another essential, one that acts less like a vitamin and more like a hormone, vitamin D. Despite how simple it sounds, vitamin D controls an astonishing number of systems in your body, from bone strength to immune defense to testosterone regulation. In fact, research shows that up to 70% of men over 50 are deficient in it, especially those who spend most of their time indoors or live in colder regions. And that deficiency has ripple effects everywhere. When your vitamin D levels are low, your hormonal signals become sluggish. The brain stops sending strong messages to your testes to produce testosterone, and since testosterone is the master hormone for male vitality, controlling energy, drive, and muscle tone, the entire system begins to slow down. It's like having a weak spark plug in your car. The engine still runs, but it's constantly misfiring. But here's the good news. Raising your vitamin D levels is one of the fastest, simplest ways to reboot that entire hormonal chain. A few drops of a liquid D3 supplement in your morning glass of water can reignite your testosterone production naturally. It's like flipping the switch back on. This single change helps improve your mood, strengthen your bones, balance your hormones, and restore the confidence that comes from feeling strong again. And if you've been feeling chronically tired, foggy, or unmotivated, optimizing your vitamin D levels often feels like waking up from a long sleep. Now let's move to one of the most overlooked, yet critical nutrients for men, vitamin K2. Most people know vitamin K as the clotting vitamin, but K2 is different. It's your artery protector. Think of it as a traffic controller for calcium. Without enough K2, calcium doesn't know where to go. Instead of being deposited into your bones where it belongs, it drifts into your arteries, your soft tissues, even the walls of your prostate, where it creates stiffness and calcification. That's when blood flow begins to suffer. Your arteries lose their flexibility, circulation declines, and the system that once responded instantly to stimulation becomes sluggish. But K2 prevents that from happening. It activates a special protein, matrix GLA protein, that literally sweeps calcium out of your arteries and directs it into your bones. It's like hiring a full-time janitor for your circulatory system. When you combine vitamin K2 with vitamin D, you're not just feeding your body. You're teaching it how to distribute its resources correctly. It's the perfect partnership. Vitamin D helps your body absorb calcium, while vitamin K2 makes sure that calcium goes to the right place. Just a few drops of K2 MK7 in your morning water can make a profound difference over time. It's one of those subtle habits that keeps your arteries clear, your blood flow steady, and your vitality strong for years to come. And finally, let's talk about your last line of defense, vitamin E. While vitamin C works in the watery parts of your cells, vitamin E protects the fatty parts, your cell membranes. It acts as a shield against oxidative damage where your cells are most vulnerable. Think of your blood vessel walls as living tissue constantly exposed to friction, pressure, and toxins. Without vitamin E, those membranes become weak and your blood vessels can't relax or expand properly. But when you add vitamin E, particularly in the form of tocotrienols, you're reinforcing your body's armor. You're protecting the delicate lipid layers that keep your cardiovascular system resilient and responsive. Together, these vitamins form a powerhouse quartet: vitamin C for elasticity, vitamin D for hormone support, vitamin K2 for arterial protection, and vitamin E for cellular defense. When you combine them in your morning glass of water, you're not taking supplements. You're performing daily maintenance on your body's most vital machinery. The man I told you about, the one who came in feeling exhausted and defeated, didn't change his diet, didn't start a new workout plan, and didn't take a single prescription pill. He just started this 50-second ritual. Within a week, his energy improved. Within a month, his sleep deepened. And not long after that, he woke up to the most unmistakable sign that his body was working again, naturally. Gentlemen, this is what real health restoration looks like. No gimmicks, no shortcuts. Just giving your body what it's been missing and watching it respond exactly as nature intended. So tonight, start your ritual. Grab a glass of water, add a few drops of vitamin C, D, and K2, and drink it down. It's not flashy, it's not complicated, but if you stay consistent, you'll notice something incredible: a quiet, steady return of energy, strength, and confidence. The kind that makes you wake up feeling alive again. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this helpful, give this video a like, subscribe to Senior Men's Health for more science-backed guidance, and share it with a friend who needs to hear that aging does not mean decline. You are not losing your vitality. You're rediscovering it. I'm Dr. Olivia Harper, and I'll see you in the next video.